It will ask for our name, and we know who lives at such a place in the county. If we can get a name, and we know where we're going.
You know, with fire departments, we've got our run area.
As you do roads, no,
EMS, they got the whole county, so you know.
And that's bad.
I have an off-topic question, Pat. What about Magic Jack?
I'm not clear what you're talking about there.
Well, that's a telephone that you get, and it goes through your computer. When you first hook it up, it has a 911 thing you can fill out so that
Then you got somebody in Detroit trying to tell you where to go in Doddridge County.
Yeah, that's a whole nother, that
Yeah,
comes
that's
from another
all
country.
right now. I went and got the papers to change in the address at the house. All right, I never sent them in. I'm gonna tell you that right now, I never sent them in. But the state at Charleston sent me another, order my new license for my truck, and it went to 1045 Finsburg, and I got it.
Well, I mean, most, like the postal people here, they're familiar with the names and addresses.
Well, like I say, and mine goes to the Boston at the Forestry Road, and it's still 1045, but my actual address at the house is 53 Tan Road. All right, everything goes to 1045 now, and I still get it, but I haven't seen the paperwork in Charleston yet.
Well, I got a book today from an emergency organization, the P.O. Box 112, West Union. I haven't had it for 25 years, but they recognize the name.
Yeah. Dave
brought it out to me. He says, "Is this yours?" I said, "Yeah."
Yeah.
But you also need to be responsible, though, to call the phone company, Frontier, and change your address. Because, you know, they're still looking at the Route 1 and...
What we recommend is that you type a little slip out that says my old address is, my new address is, and send it with your bill. The billing people will recognize the new address and update their computers before the phone company will ever think about it.
Yes, they will.
Yeah.
And when money's involved, we found over the years, and I went to a state seminar down in Charleston, and they said, follow the dollar. If they think they're gonna lose a chance of getting a dollar, lose a dollar, follow the dollar. And that's what we've been telling everybody about the new address changing. Just type a little slip out that says my old address was Route 1, Box 57, my new address is, and I had to send, like, one company, I forget what it was, I got a bill from, I had to send it twice. But that's the simplest thing, and if you get to the billing companies, and they change the address, then it changes the whole computer system for the company, and that's where you gotta do it, because if they can't bill you, you know, and if you can keep track of, you send it to them, and they start sending you bills, and the postal company does, the postal commission doesn't deliver, then you know, you're not at fault, you tried.
Going back to what Missy said, and I think it's real important that, like when you call your utilities, you not only change your mailing address, but you also change your physical location.
Yes.
That's the real important part, because in the telephone directory, you'll still have the mailing address, but on their records, they've got to have your physical address. So the gas company, the electric company, and the telephone company are three major.
That's what they're trying to do with all this, the questions they ask you when you call in for service, so.
Because I know with our utility companies, there are 3 different places, and one we're Bates Hall, and the other one we're Valley Street, and another one it took me years to figure out where I was even at. It took me 23 years to get a sign.
I'm right here, so I know where I'm at.
But, I mean, it's really confusing. So, I mean, it means a lot just by updating their system to have an address and a physical location.
Something I'm proud of we have here is we've got Fleetmatics, and what Fleetmatics is, you'll see it in our billing that we pay for, but in our trucks, it's like a GPS system. And I can track our trucks at any point in time of day, if the truck's started, if the truck's turned off, if the truck's lost. I actually got it set up with a 911 center that they have a console. They can go in, I gave them our password, they can pop it up and hit 605, and that's the big truck out there. And it'll tell them where they're at, how fast they're going, and then if they've missed the road, they can say, turn around, you missed it, go back. And actually direct them off of the GPS systems we have in our truck. Something that I've been looking into is the GPS, the Garmin system they have. You have to buy the Garmin, it's like $50 extra per truck, but the dispatch center can actually send notation to you. As soon as they get the call, they can send it straight to your Garmin, so when you get in your truck, it fires up and gives you directions step by step on how to get to that location. But with that, we all know the problem with some of the Garmins and some of the tracking systems. You end up in a barn somewhere out in the field because the system messed up. So, it's not 100 proof, but it's better than what we have. But right now, we just have the monitoring system, so we know where our trucks are at. If someone calls in and says your truck's flying down Route 50, I can get on the computer or actually my phone and say, no, it's not, it's sitting in station turned off. Because with my phone and any app, and you all are welcome to get that to tell where the trucks are at, what they're doing, and so forth. So that we all the time know where our trucks are at and what's happening. And it's worked a couple of times in our favor for mirror smashings and so forth, where they've clipped mirrors. And I went back and found our truck was going 3 miles an hour on impact, not 60. So, it's actually been a favorable thing to have. But we have that so that we can find our way through the county a little bit. So we are a step above a little bit, but looking to improve more. So that's where we handle that. Any other questions with the 911 steps, and we'll go ahead and proceed further? All right.